Hi, I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. We are enjoying Come to Dinner, and Come to Dinner is time for us to simply come together, sit around the round table here in the Zoom room, and just kind of check in with each other, see how we're doing, see what's on everybody's mind. Our guest host tonight is Kevin Morris. So, whether you are joining us here right now or afterwards, we're so pleased to have everybody here. Catherine joined us last week or 2 weeks ago, I remember, for dinner. Carol, I don't remember if you were here the last time or not, but we're glad that you're here. Nope, okay. And Kevin, you've been providing some work for us on Enlightened World Network lately, and we know tomorrow too you're going to be coming to do a workshop. So while we're waiting for other folks to come on, let me just share with you a couple of announcements and things that we have going on. Tomorrow morning, we are starting with 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. I'm going to let Jerome in here while I'm talking. We have a silent meditation. And then after that, at 11 o'clock Eastern, we have Come to the Table, which is a roundtable like this, where we're all talking about our spiritual development, what it was like when we got started, and how we can support each other in that journey. Then at 3 o'clock Eastern time, Terry and Kevin are coming on with Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson to do a healing time with you. It's about an hour, and I'm trying to remember what it's called. Terry, I should have written it down again.
Acknowledge, Release, Heal workshop.
There we go. Perfect. And you can get to that here from Enlightened World Network on Facebook. And then on Monday, we have Sisters Supporting Sisters. And that is a roundtable experience such as this. And it is at 4 o'clock Eastern. I think that's right, 4 o'clock Eastern. And that's for any folks that are struggling, anybody who isn't struggling and wants to give a hand up to a sister who's struggling. So everybody's welcome for that, Sisters Supporting Sisters. And we've got Janine is joining us now. Jerome, welcome. We're glad that you're with us here. There we go. And if you all want to, if you want, you can make it so we can see you and make it so we can hear you. But welcome to my colleagues, Deb Goldberg and Terry Angel. They are instrumental to everything that Enlightened World Network is putting out there in the world. So with that, Kevin, do you just want to come on and say hello? Just a welcome to start us off?
Yeah, I'd like to just say thank you very much for having me here. It was an absolute honor and a privilege to be invited along here today or this evening, wherever we are in the world. And I really am so grateful that you could invite me along and just be a part of this. And like you say, it's important to get people together, especially during these times, and just express how we're feeling or what we're doing in the spiritual communities, what we're doing in our own local communities to try and keep people's spirits high. And I mean, myself personally, I've been doing quite a lot of distance healing, and people are having really good experiences, with angelic Reiki. The angels come straight into your own home to raise your frequency. So, and I'm really truly honored to do this line of work. Really am. At this, if anything, it's amazing how I started with the spiritual groups a couple of years ago, and I started with the distance healing in a lot of spiritual groups. And then it was like I was taken down to get my own treatment room in my own local area. And then all of a sudden, it's like I've been guided back to doing this once again. And, you've just got to go wherever the energy flows. And as long as I'm keeping people's spirits high, whether it's from the comforts of my own home or in my own community, wherever it will be, wherever the angels need me, I will be. And that's why I feel guided to obviously, be with yourselves, and hopefully we can get some more nice energy out there. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kevin. I know you've been very busy lately because
Yeah.
we've been keeping you busy, if nothing else. So I would just love to hear a check-in to see how folks are doing. So, and I'm going to bring Diane into the room with us. Carol, do you mind sharing with us what's happening in your community and how are you doing with that?
We've been pretty much on lockdown for just about a week now. So everybody's nervous, you know. Um, you talk to neighbors, that you haven't even talked to, I guess I'm meeting more of my community, which is a good thing, even though we have to stay 6 feet or so apart or talk across the fence in the yard or as we pass. It's kind of neat. I feel like we're all coming together. Um, Even though this is a terrible time, I feel like we're drawing together as people, as humans.
Even though they're saying isolate and
Right.
separate, folks are coming up with other ways to connect.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah. So your personal fear level on and I know it vacillates depending on if you're watching the news or who you just spoke with on the phone. But overall, how are you doing fear-wise?
It has lessened quite a bit. I've been in Terry and Gerald Ann's angelic river family for the past week and doing a lot of meditation, praying. That's helped me tremendously. That support group, just and watching a lot of the Enlightened World videos and meditations. That's helped me a lot. My older daughter is not doing very well. She's always been very anxious, a lot of OCD. And I spoke with her 2 or 3 times yesterday and just kind of was a calming force for her, which I was glad that I was able to do that for her. I don't know how to guide her, just to be there and listen and give empathy. She's all the way across the country from me, so I can't do a whole lot.
But you're right. Just you being a calm, grounded force helps calm the folks that come into contact with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely all seeing that as well. All right. Thank you. And so how are you're doing the meditations and that's helping calm you?
Yes.
Good. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. Thank you for putting everything out there. And Terry and even Deb and I worked on something one day, I think about a week ago, and it's all helping.
Good.
Very nice. Catherine, checking in with you. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. I've kind of have been battling depression, which is one of the reasons why I come to, for help and stuff like that, and my family is now in the process of moving again of all,
All times. Huh?
yeah. So other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm here. I made it. I'm ready to rock.
Nice. Nice. Diane, would you like to share anything with us? We need to.
There I am. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm doing well, and that's the hard part, I think, with this is there's a little like survivor's guilt because we're all doing really well. Because I think this is so important what you're doing. All of us together is we're lifting each other up, and so I'm listening to these people, and I'm like, okay, here I am, and I'm trying to be a presence here too, because that's what it's all about is is when we talk about, well, all my children are spread. I've got some in New York State. I've got one in Georgia. I've got one in Chicago. So I'm afraid too. I've got my fears, and yet I'm holding it together really good. I've got a lot of faith in this. I know that there's a bigger purpose to all of this, and this is why I'm here. And so when we talk about those people, the one person that said something about a daughter being a long ways away, we're so connected. So try to remember that you just keep sending love to that person. You just keep on loving. And that's what I'm gaining from all of you. I appreciate all of this, all of these people that are gathering, and we're just really lifting each other up. And to me, this is such an amazing time to be alive. I'm just so in love with humanity and what I see, the goodness that I see. So I guess that's all like that.
Well, that's beautiful, Diane. Diane, where are you right now?
Where am I? I am in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. All right. And our Mira is going to be joining us. So, Diane, that makes me think of something we spoke about this morning, which is we were talking about Easter, and we were talking about what do we do? Right? I mean, some folks would be going to church, and I think a lot of churches are having, at home services. But we were wanting to do something. And what we were getting through meditation was bring in joy and bring in the celebration of life. And there's a little bit of, will people think we're tone deaf if we're enjoying life, if we're putting out something with joy in it? So I understand that. And I just want to share with you what we were working on this morning. So I know some of you are Jewish and haven't never done an Easter basket. But what I was hearing from Archangel Michael was to have like a virtual Easter basket on Enlightened World Network. And what I was getting was that, each egg, if you will, is filled with something joyful and something positive. And, we've got kids still in our house. So of course we've got all the Easter candy and stuff, but there's different chocolates and jelly beans and these and different things. And I was thinking, okay, Michael, so how can we have a virtual Easter basket on Enlightened World Network? And what we were working on this morning was allowing different people to come in and leave a gift. And so what we're talking about is whoever wants to, and those of you who are feeling in a good place, like you've got something positive that you would like to give to others right now, to send us maximum of a 5-minute video. It could be reading your favorite poem. It could be singing a song. It could be a short little meditation, but a warm, loving little something. And then we'll package it up. And we would want you to come on and say, hi, my name is Diane Thompson, and here's my Easter wish or my Easter gift to you, kind of thing. Or just, hi, I'm Mira Rubin, and this is my favorite poem, right? But just a 5-minute or less little video, send it to me, Terry or Deb, on Facebook Messenger, and we'll package it up. And on Easter, we're just going to be providing these little videos and little snippets, and it's just going to be as if folks were going out and doing a little Easter egg hunt and just feeling so loved and uplifted and joyful. And it's okay for us to feel joy at this point, right? I mean, we absolutely have empathy and compassion for everything that's happening around us, but we can't just stay in that sadness and that sorrow all the time. There's other aspects of life that we need to be open to embracing. And part of that is joy and humor. So Terry and Deb, do you want to share anything else about this thought for Easter?
I love it myself. And I love the fact that we want to bring humor into it. Laughter will raise the vibration faster than anything else. So let's laugh. Let's really get together and have fun. Remember when we were some of us when we were kids, and we would do the Easter egg hunts, and we'd laugh, and race around who could get the most of them, who could gather the most. Let's get into that childhood play again and really come together as a community that uplifts each other. And yes, I love that we are in our communities meditating. We're doing many things to uplift. Let's use levity and laughter right now to raise that vibration even higher. And I love it, Ruth, and I love the whole idea of that get together at Easter time. Thank you.
Well, it was funny because yesterday I don't even remember what I was doing, and I heard the words from Archangel Michael, "Get your bunny on." And I thought, what is that? What does it mean? Get your bunny on.
Bunny on.
So that's what we're doing. We're getting our bunny on to
Bunny's on.
help out other folks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Salim, nice of you to join us. Thank you.
Ruth, can I just mention something quickly? My partner Joanne's having problems clicking on that link to get into Zoom. I'm just wondering, is anyone else having any problems?
I don't know. Well, we're live, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're live. I haven't heard of anybody else having.
No, it brought me right in. Just maybe if she has Zoom open, tell her just to put the numbers, the ID numbers in there.
Okay, thank you.
Join a meeting and put that ID number in. It should bring her right in, Kevin.
Okay, thank you.
And Jerome, Oracle, Salim, does anybody else want to share what's happening for you in your community at this point and how you are handling that, how you're dealing with all that? If you would like to, just unmute yourself and that'd be fine.
Hello, is this Oracle?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome.
Good. Oracle, where are you?
I'm in New Jersey, northern New Jersey.
And what is it like for you right now?
It is chaos here, and people are acting really crazy, long lines. And lots of people are stressed out and those type of things. Myself, I'm not stressed. I'm calm and just going with the flow of things because I understand, like you're saying, there's a greater, thing coming for all of us. Something big is coming. And I'm just excited actually, because I know this is something that's supposed to happen, so we just got to sit still, go with the flow of things and, be happy that something greater is coming.
So are you connecting with friends and colleagues and helping each other, or are you going through this pretty much by yourself? How's that working?
I'm not by myself. I have friends, family, also in the neighborhood, helping others who don't have, volunteering, checking in those who don't have, people like myself to help them. We're all in this together, and I just went through something where my daughter was one of those people stuck in Peru for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And, made it through that. I was in Florida for 2 weeks. I just got back home Tuesday and I'm still excited. She's home, I'm home, and we're all well.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. That's great. Thank you for letting us know.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. And is it Salem or Salim?
Hello?
Yes. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Mombasa, Kenya.
I couldn't hear that clearly. Could you all?
Mombasa, Kenya.
Okay.
Mombasa, Kenya.
Mombasa, Kenya.
Wow.
Mombasa, Kenya.
Welcome.
And
thanks a lot.
what is it like where you are, Salim? Are a lot of folks panicked or your friends calm?
No, actually, everyone, there is some little panic, but so far we don't have a lot of cases. Like in Kenya, we have only around 126 cases, and 3 days. But there's that panic. Maybe there is a curfew, and they are planning to do a lockdown, and it will affect people, because here people are just living hand to mouth, and they have to work in that single day to get the meal for that single day. So if they do a lockdown, then you don't know how people are going to survive, because they have to work for that day's food. Otherwise, it's going to be, if they put a lockdown, then it's going to be something very painful. I think people here will die of hunger rather than the pandemic itself.
Right, right. The whole issue of hunger all the time, regardless of the virus.
Yeah,
Right.
because now, like, every the situation is that majority, like 70 or 60% of the population, they have to go to work in the morning, and they earn daily wages. So if they stay indoors, it means that it will be some inconvenience, which is going to be to bring up a lot of more issues. It will not be helpful at all. So, but so far the lockdown has not been put in place, but there is a curfew from 7 p.m. at night to 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's freezing out a
But
little.
for now we are managing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you. Jerome or Janine, if you'd like to share with us, we'd love to hear how you all are doing with everything. And Joanne is here.
Hiya, you okay? I'm from the same part as where Kevin's from and Joanne. So hiya, Kevin, Joanne.
Janine.
Thanks for the invite. Hiya. We're doing okay. Like, I've got my children back at home. So I brought my 21-year-old daughter home with my grandson. And we're just enjoying each other's company at the moment. When we're walking out in the streets, people just don't seem to want to say hello, because I think everybody's just worried. But I just make it a purpose to say hello to everybody who I see, just to, don't be afraid to say hello to people just because you've got to stand 2 meters away. Just say hello and give someone a little bit of light in their day. That's just what I'm doing. So, yeah.
It is really interesting, I think. I'm seeing it two ways. I'm seeing people being warmer and kinder to each other, but yet when you go to the grocery store, people aren't making eye contact.
They're very afraid. They think that you've got it, but we've just got to stay normal as best as you can, and just support each other. If you see somebody who's looking a bit down, just lift them up with a simple wave or good morning, good afternoon. It doesn't have to change just because there's something going on in the world. Let's just be who we are and just be more compassionate and loving to everyone.
Yeah,
that's just my view. I don't know about everybody else, but it's just how I see it.
Yeah. Thank you, Janine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And Joanne, welcome. Glad that you could join us.
Hi.
Hello, Joanne.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, you're looking gorgeous, Joe.
Oh, thank you, Jean. I can't see everyone. I'm just new to this, so you'll all have to forgive me.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. So, Joanne, how are you doing with everything that's happening around you?
To be honest, it's been a bit of up and down. A lot of emotions in one day. It's been hard as my daughter gave birth and I couldn't be there for her. So yeah, it's a bit up and down emotions, but keeping my spirits high.
Great. And how are you keeping your spirits high?
Everyone will know. Terry Angel, you know this. I'm putting my music on, I'm dancing, and I'm trying to just keep my own
spirit's high, so that my vibration's high and it's rubbing off on everybody else that's around me. So I'm doing as good as I can. I'm meditating. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So Deb, we were talking today about different things that folks can do to keep their vibration high. Do you want to just share a couple of ideas there, some tips and tools?
Sure. I know what really helps me is doing deep breathing. It lowers your anxiety. And, you know, it's just taking a really deep breath in through your nose or breathing out through your mouth and continuing that cycle until you start really feeling like the anxiety is starting to decrease inside of you. And it's just taking the time to do it. It really doesn't take very long. It could take 5 minutes, and it can make the difference in how you feel and reducing your anxiety. And if you have a different breathing practice, you can use that instead. I just choose to use in through the nose and out through the mouth. I could show you, I can do one for you so you know what I'm talking about. So take a really deep breath in now. Even just taking one breath like that makes a significant difference in the way you feel. And another thing that meditating is always wonderful is just quieting yourself and listening to the still voice inside of you that brings you peace. And that takes some practice to do some meditation. And even if you're not used to doing it, just start with 5 minutes a day. It makes a big difference. Taking a walk in nature is really comforting for a lot of people, is getting outside. And, you know, I don't know where it is, how it is in other places, but right now the grass is so green and the flowers are starting to perk up. I'm in Pennsylvania, so it's spring. And the trees are starting to bloom. And so it's really getting very pretty outside. So walking in nature is really helpful, as I have this beautiful bird sitting outside my window right now. So watching nature is very comforting. Journaling is a great practice of writing your feelings down. This is a time, and we talked about it this morning, that even myself, as I can sit in peace and joy, there's also all of these other layers of feelings going on underneath that are filled with anxiety. And it has to do with your thought process, what you might be worried about. Your thoughts cause your feelings. So it is important to write down what is going on in your mind. Are you keeping your thoughts positive? And, you know, we're talking before about how to stay in joy right now when you're watching a really significant change go on in the whole world, and with yourself individually and your family and friends. And even, oh my goodness, the people on the front lines, all the healthcare workers, right? We have to find reasons to be grateful. And there's so many reasons to be grateful right now. And that in itself is a tool to use to really help yourself feel better. And make a list of all the things that you're grateful for in your life right now, right this minute. Like, just take a piece of paper out and start writing all the wonderfulness that's in your life. And so keep focusing on the positive. It doesn't mean that you don't process the stuff that's bothering you. You can't shove it down. You have to acknowledge it. You have to feel it. You have to express it. And most of us have not learned how to do that, how to really sit in our feelings, and especially mixed emotions, and process them. So writing them down and see what's going on inside of your head is really a great way to say, okay, I can look and see, oh my gosh, now I know why I'm feeling so anxious. Look at what is filling my head up with. But you also have to make a list of gratitude. And it shifts you. And gosh, we have so many wonderful people on Enlightened World Network. And I see so many other programs on Facebook that have so many ways for you to connect and really help yourself feel better during a very strange time of change, and not letting the fear take you over all day long. You go in and out of fear, process it, and then let go of it and go back into gratitude again. And so if you waffle back and forth, that's normal. We're all doing that to one extreme or another.
Good. Thanks, Deb. Thank you. Kevin, I know that you've prepared a meditation for us.
I have, yes.
Good time.
Yeah, and it's actually called A New Beginning. So it's quite fitting for, you know, for what we're going through at the minute. It's about releasing and letting go and opening up to our new beginnings, basically. Yeah, transmuting the darkness back to the light. And yeah, so I mean, obviously normally I'd have music or something like that during this time to express the meditation, but we can just, I mean, it's entirely up to yourself. We can just nicely relax and just go with it. It's only about 10 minutes long, but what I will do at the end of it, once I've finished the meditation, the guided meditation, I will do a nice little bit of a group healing with yourselves. So once I stop talking, I can bring in the healing energy, the angels, and send a few minutes of healing energy towards yourselves and anyone else who's watching. So if you get yourselves nice and comfortable, I can start whenever you wish.
I think we'll start.
Yeah. And before I start, like I say, once I stop talking with the meditation, if you feel any tingling, any heat, anything at all, it's all normal. Any emotions, just release and let go. And then I will let you know at the end once I've closed everything down, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, so if you'd like to close your eyes and take 2 deep breaths. Now, just breathing normally. On each exhale, allow any discomfort you may be feeling to leave your body. Any distractions, just let them float away. And let yourself grow very relaxed, taking a deep breath in. And feel yourself letting go at a deep level. This is your time letting go of the outside world and focusing on your inner world. Following your breath for a few moments, let your breath become deeper and more relaxed. Feel yourself slowing down, your thoughts becoming quieter. Let your body relax. Scan your body right now and adjust your posture and your position so that you feel more relaxed. Let every part of your body relaxed and be as comfortable as possible. And as you relax, you begin to go inward into the core of your being, your true self. This self is always with you, guiding you, drawing you inward to itself. Feel your higher self, your soul, your spirit, drawing you inward into its light, its wisdom, its purpose, its power and strength, letting these qualities infuse your being. At some deep level, you are feeling stronger, more peaceful. Sense a beautiful light above you, calling you, permitting your being, illuminating your path, awakening your inner vision so that you are more aware now of this presence within you, this light. Let this light move closer and closer until it is all around you, until you begin to dissolve into this light. Letting go of some resistance, some blockage, some limitation that has kept you from knowing your true self as you surrender into this light, this radiant light of the self, the divine self that is you, that is the inner core of your being. You are entering into a new chapter of your life. You have already felt the changes. You have already been aware of the shift in consciousness. Take a moment to acknowledge the new awareness that you have, the new understanding. Acknowledge this now. A sense of greater clarity about who you are and what you want. That marks the new light, the new illumination that you are living in. Feel the inner shift, the vision that is emerging of your life, of your potential, of your consciousness. Let that vision that has been emerging come to your consciousness right now and expand, showing you more of your potential, of the potential that you are unfolding right now in your life, and that will continue to grow. As you merge and feel the divine self within you, shining this light outward through your being, as it has been doing to a greater and greater degree, sense how much more you are aware of when you are on purpose. Take time right now to acknowledge a greater sense of purpose that is guiding your life and your thoughts, the people you meet, and the activities you are doing. Feel how much more these are now aligned with the essence of your being than ever before. Feel the new sense of self that is emerging in your awareness, a greater awareness of who you are, your true self, how much more able you are to express yourself in new ways. Appreciate how much more understanding you have, new perspectives of everything that is happening in your life. Acknowledge your greater wisdom, your ability to think in new ways, to perceive from a different level of compassion as this new consciousness that you are is unfolding within you. Reflect on that inner sense that something is guiding your life more clearly, more visibly, and more powerfully than ever before. That inner self is making itself even more visible, your inner light beginning to shine more brightly. Bring into your awareness that sense and a recognition of how your life has become more balanced, more flowing, and more harmonious, and how you are able to stay centered and balanced in many more ways than more often. You are embarking upon a new chapter in your life, Let your inner self show you come other transformations that have occurred in your life and your consciousness, so that you may appreciate and acknowledge that you are living now in a new level of light, of communion with your inner self. The divine within you is shining forth more brightly than ever before. And if you are ready, and it is your intention, ask that this new level of illumination that you have been living in infuse your being at an even deeper level. Open to it. Let this inner illumination grow brighter, dissolving even more of the energies that are not yours, of the thoughts that are ready to release, clearing the way for you to experience even more of the joy and harmony, abundance, clearing the path as you open now to allow that illumination within you to shine forth even more brightly, clearly, and opening the way to an even higher future. Imagine that you can sense yourself in the past, that you can perceive or see that you are now living in a higher level of light, that the light of the divine within you is shining through more clearly, more powerfully, more visibly than ever before. And as you look at this past self, begin to dissolve the past, all that represented a lesser level of illumination is leaving, and allow the past and any memories that are not for your higher good to be dissolved in this great light that you are opening to, knowing that you always did the best you can in the level of illumination you lived in. And you are now opening to and responding to the light of your inner being, the light, the all that is, that you are a part of. Be very silent now and ask the divine presence within you to open your consciousness to a new understanding, a new vision, a fresh perspective, an inspiration, an illumination, and any gift that it has for you. As you grow very silent and open to this right now, and imagine this light blazing forth from you, as if you are taking off a garment that has veiled your inner light, sending this light, imagining it going out to all who are in resonance with you and everyone you will meet in the coming year. Standing so radiant, imagine this light clearing the path, opening the new, bringing inspiration throughout the year to come, a new chapter in your life opening up, a new vision, a deeper understanding of your purpose, more compassion, an awakening heart, and a greater feeling of connection to your inner self and to all life. Feeling your path open up now even more, the possibilities increasing, your potential unfolding. The angels are delighted to be here with you and to be invited to be a part of your path. Know that you have all you need within you. Please relax. When you feel ready, bring your attention back into the room. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
How was that, Ruth?
I had a long ways to come back.
Good.
That was lovely. You know, it was interesting for me, and I'd love to hear from some of you what all you experienced. But that was the first time that I saw, it was almost like I had seen me in spirit transition from how I have seen me in spirit. And it was much more of a neutral, well, a lot of times with my higher self, I sense a lot of female energy. And this time it wasn't. It was really very, it wasn't masculine. It was really more neutered, which was interesting, but very strong in presence. And Mira, in our meditation earlier this morning, earlier today, there was a stronger sense of self through meditation. So I think maybe it's the combination of one meditation on top of the other. But interesting, I'm looking forward to learning more about that other higher self image of me.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you.
Thank you. Terry, I would love to hear what you experienced with that.
Saw a lot of white light. That's what just kept coming at me. And I felt it coming through my crown chakra. And I knew it was just pure source energy that was just flooding into me, because that's what my soul needs right now. It's been a very emotional day. So I feel very calm right now. And I know the power of angelic Reiki. And I know when that energy comes in, I know what it does. And yeah, it was just very soothing. I didn't get any images. The light that was coming through, I felt was in forms and in shapes, but all they did was just keep soothing me. It was just like they just kept coming in and just flooding me with that love. It was the love energy that was coming in from source. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you for that moment of just a big spirit hug is what it felt like. That I was being wrapped in the arms of the angels and of God. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for your lovely feedback, Terry. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Janine here. Definitely, Kevin, I seen like the blue light. So I don't know if Archangel Michael was with us then. And like waves of white light just shimmering in and out through and just rising up. But it was beautiful. Thank you. Just want to say thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Janine.
Okay.
Would anybody else like to share what they experienced in the meditation?
I would like to say a little something, if that's okay.
Of course.
I felt very much at peace, and my heart center just expanded, like Terry said, like a group hug. And I could feel my aura expanding out and a lot of light being infused into my energy field. It was so lovely. So thank you, Kevin, as always.
Anything for you, my love, you know that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought it was really beautiful, centering and validating all the things that I've been going through, and I think that most of us are going through, in shifting, in ascending, transforming. And so it was extremely validating for me of getting myself to say, okay, you have come further, and to acknowledge that and really take that in. It just felt really good. So I really appreciate that, Kevin.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I went so deep that I don't know what happened. I was just gone. Yeah, and that's actually that was a gift, because that I am often just sort of very aware of my thoughts or my body, and in this case, I was just gone.
That's nice.
So thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Diane, did you want to share?
I actually could. I was like everyone else. I went way deep this time, and I was transported to some different places. I just recently last year went to Ireland too, and the symbol that kept coming to me, you may know that the what it's called. It's the spiral. You see it on a lot of the ancient sites, and that kept coming to me. So I don't know what that means, if it's full circle or if it has anything to do with what's going on right now, but that was just almost burned into my, yeah. Do you remember? It's a spiral.
What I've just picked up on with the spiral, you know, the way we say we have a timeline, human mind thinks of it as linear, but a timeline, as we know, could be outwards and upwards as a spiral. And when we feel sometimes we're going backwards in life because we've got like the same lesson again further down the line, it's just to see how we're going to react to it. So that's what a timeline is. So that's what I picked up on when you said that. But you know, maybe the symbol may mean something different, but maybe it's our own timelines in itself. You know, we're learning each time with different lessons. So, or the same lessons, but reacting differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes sense, because a lot of the things, the places that I was being transported as you were going through the meditation were places in my past. Like, it's like, oh, I've got to go back to that and revisit it. There's something there that I still need to learn in that space. So it's actually, so now I'm going to sit down and make notes so that I know I need to give that some attention and see what comes from it.
So what I've picked up on was correct for yourself then. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Karen Palmer is answering online. She said there was lots of floating. It felt like grace flowing everywhere. And she said it felt like the angels were erasing the past like a chalkboard.
Wow.
And she said timelines for her were just collapsing and being erased.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, so obviously with the meditation, it's obviously took you to a place, and then just that nice little bit of energy at the end, which, you know, I've never done it this way before, but I'm glad that, you know, maybe this is something that can get people into a really deeper state to receive the healing for future transmissions or whatever. But yeah, it's just lovely to see how it, no matter what, it's coming together really nice, and it's took you all on a lovely journey. I really appreciate it, and thank you, angels. Thank you.
Beautiful. So we just have another minute, but question that I have for you all, and thank you, Kevin. Love having you as the host here tonight. Question that I have for you all: is there anything that Enlightened World Network can do to support you at this point? We are going to be collecting phone numbers for folks that want to receive a call, for folks that would feel supported by having somebody reach out in person. So we've created that form, and we'll be putting it up on Enlightened World Network. But just speaking to you individually, is there anything right now that you need, and you can even just type it in the chat if that's more comfortable for you, that Enlightened World Network can support with, if it's a new kind of program or some different kind of outreach or something that would be really helpful to us? Deb, Terry, do you all have anything you want to share with our last couple minutes tonight?
It's just really good to see everyone here, and to see some of the people that join me every day, every morning when I gather in our Angelic River family group, and we do a meditation there every morning too. And what I want to say in bringing that up is find a community. An Enlightened World is certainly a wonderful, beautiful community here. So we offer so much, and there's a lot that you can get involved in. But find your people, find your community where you feel really welcomed. You feel like you are a family. That's so important to find connection right now, as we're all in our own little shells, tucked away from everybody else. Find a community of like-minded people that can say every day, I love you. And like Ruth said, what can we do to help you? Find that type of place where you can just feel like you are being wrapped in the arms of everyone there. So I'm so, so thrilled to be a part of Enlightened World. We welcome all of you to this community and to get involved. And please do let us know if there's something that you need, if there's something that more that we can do and we can offer. We offer a lot of programs already, but we're open to suggestions, and we want that. We want you to suggest to us things that you would like to see happen and what you would like to have a discussion about, or a program that you feel would be something really beneficial to others at this time. We're here for you. That's the main thing. We work very hard in creating and co-creating and throwing out ideas, but we're here for you. This is your place. And we're so glad you showed up today. There's no accident or coincidence that you were here. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would just like to say that we do want people to reach out. We want you to have somebody to talk to. It is important to reach out at this time, and it is also important to reach in this time. So this is all about having the opportunity to go really deep inside and connect with whatever you call divine love. I call that God. And so this is a perfect opportunity to go really deep and feel the unconditional love and peace from that space, because it is your natural state and it's always there at all times. So when you're alone and you can't seem to find somebody to talk to, go inside. And prayer, meditation, listen to one of the programmings that we have. What Kevin just did, you can listen to over and over again. It takes you deep inside into connecting with divine love. God bless.
Great. So Kevin, do you have any last words you want to share for the week?
Well, yeah, well, seeing as it's come to dinner, we might as well just get into character, and I'd just like to raise a glass and say cheers with my sparkling water. And I wish you all health, wealth, happiness, and stay safe. And obviously, I send my blessings through the angelic kingdom of light to you all. And once we all get through this, we'll appreciate life a lot more. And us light workers have been born for this moment in time. So it's about standing strong, shining our light, and just keep working together as a network of light workers as much as we can. God bless you all. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Ross, thank you, Kevin. God bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
And Karen Palmer online says that she feels blessed to be with you all on 444. Thank you, Karen.
So much love to all of you. And with that, we'll say goodnight. But truly, God bless. Take good care of yourselves. And we'll see you on other things that we do here on Enlightened World Network. So Diane and Carol and Janine and Catherine and Oracle and Jerome, Salim, Joanne, don't be strangers. Come back and find us on Enlightened World Network. Thank you.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
God bless
everybody.
you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Get
you.
home safely.
Bye.
Yeah. No